Hello, 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 world. By the water, we are water. It is through the fire that we see the light. It is the air we breathe that grounds both you and me. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to T.R.A.M. Tarot. Back with your high priestess, T.R.a.m, better known to most as Tracy. Here with a general collective for my beautiful Virgos. I was about to say Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but I just got done reading for Cancer. You can have Virgo anywhere in your chart. Don't have to. Roles are interchangeable. Get where you get, fit where you fit, my beautiful Virgos. All right, my loves. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel moved to, my loves. Yes, yes. That's how chill Virgos be. They just be like, with them. Sometimes they get that mean ass face though. Love y'all Virgos. If you feel moved to, thank you in advance for watching, my loves. Limitations. Limitations. Slice the deck with make it work. I'm saying ain't nothing stopping you. Ain't no stopping us now. I know that's right. You say ain't nothing, ain't no limitation. Limitations who? What? Where they do that? My glass. I be trying it. One of these days I ain't gonna need them. I tell y'all. Watch. Shedding. Shedding. Yeah. You getting rid of the old parts that don't no longer serve you, that don't no longer fit you. You could be outgrowing a job or a position you in as well. Many choices lie ahead of you, my beautiful Virgos. Virgos be very grounded. Earth signs, period. But Virgos, they just be so grounded. And they don't like many people either. The Hermit is the right major arcana for them. They do not fuck with many people. They just don't. Not for real, for real. Honest work. Some of you could have a job that's, ground level. What they call them, entry level position. And you could be getting ready to just really grow with this honest work. Or something you got real passion for. Or some of you could have been hustlers in some type of way, some type of form. And you not saying nothing bad about your work, but you stepping into some work where you get a paycheck from. And it could be something you got some real passion for. You could have not have expected this. 2 cards, put that, yeah. Give and take. And courage. You could be dealing with a Leo, but this could have took a lot for you to do, for you to leave this. If you were a hustler, this could have, because money come in much quicker for some of you that hustle. Money can come in much quicker than a regular old schmegular, job, especially if you start at an entry level position. But you have courage. And you found a place that you love. Give and take. Short term. People skills. But it's only short term. You knowing that you're gonna be building your skills here. People skills. And it's short term. You might don't know that already. But it will be short term because you have a lot more to offer. And you're going to lock into a position that's going to connect you with a lot of different opportunities with this innovation, yeah. Yes, yes. Yes. This shedding, too, also tells me that you are walking away from people, too, that just don't This don't fit for you no more. People who you could have had a lot of love for, the situation just wasn't ever mutual. And this in itself took a lot of courage for some of you to walk away from this situation. For you to realize that this person was never just going to be, with this honest work, I'm picking up on an honest person. They just was never going to work with you honestly. So I'm picking up on 2 different scenarios. I'm picking up on you were 3 actually. So let's go with the first one. You at a place of employment and it just ain't working for you no more. That's where the short term could have came in there too. And you could have you could be starting on the bottom, entry level. That could have took a lot of courage because you could have liked the place you was at. You could have not been in an entry level position or place at the previous job, but it could have been some bullshit there. I'm belching all over the place. Could have definitely been some bullshit there. And it took a lot of courage to walk away from that, right? Second story I'm picking up on, you was a hustler. And you shared these ways because you knew where you ain't want to go and where you want to go. Some of you got kids and you like, I want to be here with my kids and I don't want to take that risk of not being here with my kids. And it took courage. And you started at an entry level position, but and you could not be making the money. You definitely ain't making the money that you was making. But you know you love your kids, your family, however it go, and you don't want to be away from them. So it took courage though for you to make this decision. The third story I'm picking up on is shedding people. Because this person just did not work with you honestly. And it took a lot of courage for you to move away from this person because they did not give and take. Because you had a lot of love for this person, but they did not give and take in the situation. 3 different scenarios. All of them, it took a lot of courage for you to make this move. I heard Bust a Move. What movie was that on? That was a comedian, I think. Was that Bernie Mac? Bust a Move. I think so. Page of Cups. Yeah. Something could be starting out very small. And it took a lot of strength, courage to go to Lion again. Leo energy. Could be dealing with Leo, definitely. Queen of Swords. You have to cut some stuff out. But things are changing for you. Page of Cups, slice the deck. And also, the Page of Cups is somebody wanting to apologize. That's that person that ain't never really want to work with you, honestly. Yeah. All 3 different scenarios. You had to transform. You had to leave these situations alone in order to transform with this death. And to have this brand new beginning with this Ace of Wands. 7 of Swords. You had to move away from the manipulation. All 3 scenarios. 3 of Swords. 10. 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. 10 of Swords. You know that one for the hustler. You know that one gonna bring you nothing but the clankety clank. So you was like, I gotta let it go. You was getting too close to getting caught or something like that, or you was just getting too close to, you know that you needed to move. You know you needed to make a move. Here y'all go, my beautiful Virgo, Hermit. I said they picked the right major arcana for y'all because y'all don't fuck with a lot of people. This person who, for the other scenario where this is a person you had to shed, you could have been married to this person. This person could have been your twin flame. Just somebody you really love, Venus and Aries. You could have family with this person, kids with this person. But this person brought a lot of burdens. You definitely could have been married. But they held you back. They in their head now. Heavily. They in their head now heavily. Yeah, 3 different scenarios. Three of Wands. Shedding. Sun in Aries. You had to clear a path. You had to walk away from the old, all different scenarios, whether it be the person, the job that you outgrew, and you maybe had to take a position that was entry level somewhere else. Could have been even less money. I've done that before. And I left like a lot of shit, like insurance, like pay was different, cause yeah. And I was happier. I struggled a little bit more, but I was happier. I wasn't struggling mentally no more. Yes, yes. So that could have been, and also this with the person. You saw the light about this person. You saw that it could not work. That they wasn't give and take. You had love for them, but they weren't acting like they loved you. And you had the courage to walk away because they was a dishonest person. They didn't ever want to work with you honestly. And for the person who hustles, you saw the light. You knew. You was like, you could feel it. You got an epiphany of some sort, and you could feel that if you didn't move out of this situation, you was gonna be moved. King of Swords. That represents the legal. That could represent the legal system for me. Cause that's Libra energy, justice. Yeah. For the hustler, you saw that this was gonna be like. I just heard that the gavel being the gavel hitting the whatever the fuck, that's a desk. I don't know. The gavel hitting that table thing in front of them, the desk. The podium desk, whatever the hell. And yeah, that's the truth. So you had to walk away from it. Knight of Swords, yeah. Because you didn't want to walk away from, you know, eventually you was going in. You could feel it. The moon. Pisces energy, Pisces Cancer energy. Sun. We got Leo energy again. Leo and Aries. Sun represents Leo, Aries. Three of Wands is Aries. The moon, yeah, you saw it. Somebody had an epiphany. Somebody might be had a dream. For some of you, the hustler person, you had a dream. Pisces represents Neptune. You had a dream that you was gonna get locked up or killed, even for some of you. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that word. Unalived. For some of you, you had a dream you was going to leave this realm or you was going to be locked up. Six of Wands, you recognize the truth immensely. Jupiter and Leo. Leo again, light, sun. You saw the sun. You saw the light. And Rob was warning you. And that sun. Eight of Swords. Mercury and Sagittarius. Five of Swords. For all situations, it was getting hot. It was getting hot. And Eight of Wands, this person who, the person you had to shed, I'm having trouble keeping up with all the storylines. The person you had to shed, they want to communicate with you. They gonna tell you that they see, you know, they see the light. That they was in darkness, but now they see the light. Yeah. The Eight of Wands, you knew that it, and also for the other storyline, the hustler, you knew that if you didn't move, something accelerated was getting ready to happen. So you had to move. There was getting ready to be some accelerated change. Like I said, you could have had a dream or a feeling. Some type of dream, some type of knowing with this Mercury and Sagittarius. Some type of knowing that some type of imbalance was coming. You had some type of knowing that an imbalance was coming, so you skedaddled. Venus in Aquarius. You knew that your hopes and dreams was gonna be up in smoke. Yes, yes. Let's get the final message. My beautiful Virgos, your spiritual gifts could be increasing for someone or someone's. Everything's coming back. Season is over. Go away. That's you telling that person. The person you had to shed, you think they dead inside and they crooked. Like you think they can't tell the truth. If they literal life depended on it, you feel like they still couldn't tell the truth. You feel like you was blinded, and you feel like they blinded by deception. Like with this moon, like they just can't be honest with you. And you can't work with them because they can't be honest. These eyelashes coming out because you can't work with them because you feel like they just cannot be honest. Blind on the bottom of the deck. Slice the deck with spiritual warriors. I said for some of you, spiritual gifts are increasing. This could, and I know I'm picking up on spiritual. I'm picking up on, it could be any one of the scenarios, but I'm really picking up on for the person, the hustler. You already hustlers, however it go. You already had some type of knowing, but it began growing. And I'm picking up on for someone, this is what kept you safe. This is what kept you knowing how to move in certain situations, knowing when to leave, knowing when to stay, because you had like a gift already of knowing. Yeah, with this Mercury. Mercury is all about knowing. Oh, and you share Mercury along with Gemini. So you always had this knowing, and that's what kept you. Everybody's like, you so lucky, this and that and another. You left just in time. Boo boo happy. You left. How you know? You left just in time. Stuff like that happened to you. And it's growing. It's growing. It's really growing with you. It's really growing within you. And each situation, your spiritual gifts could be increasing. It could be increasing when you realize it was time to shed them, because you began growing in a direction that no longer catered to where they was or catered to their energy. And so you had to separate. And it got so bad where it was like it forced you to, for some of you. It forced you to separate. And for the other energy where you left a job, you could have felt like it's time to go, because you're going to end up snapping on somebody and get fired. Or maybe even hurting somebody. Like, so all different scenarios, there's some spirituality and some spiritual growth, something y'all had to know. Jupiter. Like I said, this is with the 3 of Wands and the shedding. Like, each scenario, you knew immensely you had to go. It was like, no, it was like loud. Like, leave this. Whatever the situation was, whether it was the person, whether it was the job that you couldn't take no more, or whether it was the hustling lifestyle. However it went, y'all all had a huge, huge understanding that it was time to go. With this 3 of Wands. And it's shedding. It's this Jupiter. Jupiter is immense, abundant. Y'all had an abundant. realization that it was time to go. Healthcare. Some of you could be in the healthcare field. Some of you could be starting an entry-level healthcare nursing assistant. Or PCA, something like that. Or somewhere in healthcare. Silence you. Air. Air is with this honest work and this moon. For the one scenario. Ooh, that's 20 minutes. Man, I can't believe I done went this long, y'all, Virgo. This person just could not tell the truth. Whether to save their soul. They just could not tell the truth. To say their literal soul, they would not be able to. If they was like, your soul in jeopardy, you have to tell the truth. This person would not be able to do it. That's how you feel about this person. And you saw the truth about the job situation. And you don't care if you got to start at the bottom. Entry level. You just glad to be gone from that other place. And for the hustling situation, you saw the truth. You had a dream. A dream or a knowing, an inkling, something. Fire. It was time to go. It was hot. It was time to go. It was hot. In all scenarios, it was hot. It was time to go. Five stages of grief. This person is grieving you. You could be grieving the fact that you had money to do whatever you wanted to do, and now you gotta like manage. You got a budget money. You could not be used to that, and you got to get used to that. Everything is about grief. Then you gotta let something go. You grieve, and you could be grieving. And the person that had to let the job go and maybe start an entry level job, you could be grieving the fact as well. Like you could have had to let money go, insurance go. You could have let stuff go, and you could be grieving. But I'm really picking up on this person do. Mainly they're grieving and they want to communicate with you. They're very sad. So I just had got that monk song. It's a jungle out there. The dream seems real. At the zoo, I'm picking up on this for the hustling person who was hustling. Yeah, wrong turn. It was coming. And look, justice. And look, I give up. Yes. You knew you dreamed something. You felt it. You knew it was coming. Oh, my beautiful Virgo. That was a long one. I ain't mean to go that long, but y'all was into it. It was three different storylines though, and I'm trying to keep up with all three of them. Like, share, subscribe if you feel moved to my beautiful Virgos. And it was real. And until next time. And until next time. And until next time. Bye, my loves.